Hello, everybody. Roy here, and this time we have special guest Dima Dimitri from Unity 3D, and he's going to show me how to code a game in Unity from scratch. Probably we won't have time to do a full game, but at least we'll get the basics out, and we'll try to have some fun in the process, and maybe even write a test or two. God knows. God forbid.
Definitely will do.
Okay, so we have Unity open here. I have never used this before. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to act?
Okay, first of all, you should close the welcome window.
That's a great idea. Okay.
What you see is the Unity editor. You see the hierarchy window to the left that corresponds to your game, not the game project, but to the scene. All the objects that are visible or that are on the scene are listed in the hierarchy. And to the right you see the scene window that shows you the scene itself, what will happen in the game. All the objects are somehow positioned on the scene, and you can see and move them around in the scene view. And the next view is the game, is what your camera sees. So if you look through the camera, then you will see.
How do I look through the camera?
You can switch to the game tab.
Where is it? Oh, here. Okay.
Next, and that shows that you have nothing except maybe the skybox. It's set to the just solid color.
So what am I supposed to do? I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay,
I don't know what I'm doing.
First of all, you can add.
Let's add something. Let's add this guy.
Okay, let's add this guy. You can just drag and drop him to the hierarchy. And the guy is shown, but he's not lit. To add the light to the scene, you go to Game Object menu.
Yeah.
Light. Directional light. And you get the light that lights from some direction. You can see the light when you switch to the scene, and you can adjust it. You can adjust the intensity. You see the component. So light is a game object. You can move it around, but it doesn't influence the scene because it's just a global light. And you can adjust it using this component menu light.
Where?
This menu.
This menu right here. Okay.
Yes.
Amazing.
And you can adjust the color of this light.
Well, why do I care about light in the game? Without light, the whole game would just be dark? No.
Yes.
I wouldn't see anything? Because I could see something even without the light.
No. The light is switched on. Just switch it off. Switch this toggle off.
You see, I can still see something.
But you don't have much anything on the scene except this guy. If you put the decorations, you will definitely need the light. So basically, for the simplest game, you need the camera, the light, and the decorations.
How do I how can I like move so I can like go walk around the person in the scene, or how do I move the camera around from what I'm seeing?
On the scene,
yeah, I just want to move it. I can just scroll in and out, basically.
Yes, it's better to use the mouse, because in Unity you have to right click. Is it attached?
No, that's not attached, but I can right click.
You have to right click and drag the button to to rotate the view, and you can use the cursor keys to pan. To use the panorama tool.
Okay, that doesn't work with just
usually we use the middle button on the mouse to do the panorama, and right now I think that you should be able.
So if you don't have a mouse pad, you're just, for example, using a Mac touchpad or something, it wouldn't work.
I think that I just don't use Unity without the mouse. It's not convenient.
Too late for that. Okay. Yes. Now what?
Now you would like to create some kind of surface to stand on. You create game object.
Game object.
And you create 3D objects plane.
plane.
Plane. Yes. You can use these tools to
Whoa.
lower the plane. Yes, but not so.
What happens if I just go to... Oh. If I click play, what happens?
I'm afraid that nothing happens, but you can try.
Whoa. That's called nothing?
I think that this guy that you've dropped in, he has already some scripts on him, and that's how it's ready to move. Can you click the guy here? 3D person controller.
Here?
Yes, but you click the root
I
node.
clicked his pelvis.
Yes, but we need this controller, and you see that he actually has a script on him.
Where do you see a script?
Everything you see in this menu in the inspector is the configuration of the object. So it's not just a game object. Every object in Unity that's on the scene, it has a transform properties that corresponds to the object's location in 3D space. It has rotation, scale, and position, but everything else are just the building blocks for anything. For example, this guy has animator on it. It's the state machine for switching the animation. Then it has the character controller that lets you control this guy using standard input. And then you have some third-person controller script which you can open and see in MonoDevelop or in Visual Studio if you set up a Visual Studio on this machine.
Where's that script? Where is the script?
The third-person controller script. You double-click it, and it's open in your default editor, which can be changed. By default, it's MonoDevelop, which comes with Unity, but you can change the editor in preferences.
Okay. Beautiful.
That's a lot of code.
Lots and lots of code. Okay. That's because I chose like a new project 3D person or 3D project or something, and that was the default.
Yes, we had some default assets. If you create an empty project, you don't have anything, you can just either write it yourself or download from Asset Store or use something from other projects.
Okay. So we do have a lot of JS files here.
Yes, this file, don't be confused, it's not JavaScript. These files are written in Unity script, which compiles to intermediate language. So you can use two languages in Unity. It's C# and Unity script. The Bool language is on its way to being deprecated. So actually it's three languages, but one is going to be deprecated in some time.
Okay, understood. So should I care about all these right now or not?
Not. I think that it's much better for us to make some simple character controller just to get the feeling of Unity.
Okay.
Just to feel it.
So what should I do?
I think that we should create a new scene without this this character, because it's already complex. And we add the objects, the plane.
Okay. Plane.
The directional light. And we'll add a capsule. That's a really simple object. You can drag it a little bit.
Whoa.
So we have some basic setting, and can you switch the camera? Can you select? Yes, I don't like this view particular. I would like you to change the state of the camera. Can you switch to the scene tab? And select the main camera.
Here?
No, in the hierarchy.
Yeah.
And at this point we select. No, you shouldn't do it manually, because it's really hard to get right angle. You choose game object and align with view. And by doing this, when you have your view set up, you can just select the camera and press align with view, and the view will, the camera will show exactly what you see in the view. Can you switch to the game? You see exactly what you see on the scene.
Okay, sure.
That's a shortcut, not to play with camera rotation and position. Now you would like to make this capsule move. You select the capsule.
Yeah.
And we will add a simple script to make it move. If we want it to be a physical body, you have to add some physics to it. You can add the component, the button add component, and you add building blocks. We want to add physics. Physics, rigid body. That now if you press, now if you press play button, you instantly got some physics, so the capsule falls to the plane.
Okay.
Yes. It has a collider that responds to taking care of collisions. If you switch it...
I just want to see it fall again.
No, it falls.
Yeah.
You can rotate it a little bit, then you'll see...
How do I rotate it?
You can use these tools. There are shortcuts Q, W, E, R.
Oh, boy. Why did it fall in design mode?
Because you are not in the design mode, you are in the play mode.
How do I know I'm in play mode?
You see the play button switched on.
Oh.
Everything that you've set in a play mode will be reset when you stop the game. So the settings are not resisted from the play mode.
Nice.
That's how, without programming, you've got some interaction.
That's awesome.
But we want to make this a character.
I'm already happy, you see. I'm already happy. Wait. Jeez.
No, but I'm not. Can you undo the changes?
Undo?
No, you not. Reset the rotation of the capsule in the transform.
To what?
To zeros.
Where is the reset?
Reset.
Just reset for everything?
Just set zeros. No, not to position, but to rotation.
Rotation, sure.
Okay, we have this capsule in initial position. Now, if you select it and select the add component menu, you can add some custom script to this capsule. And you would like to add scripts, or just you can type in the name of the script, and that's how it will let you add a new script.
Okay, so what should I type?
Let's make it a capsule controller.
Capsule controller by Roy. How's that?
Okay, that's perfect.
Okay, just new script then?
Yes.
Create
an add. That will
with
create...
C#, JavaScript, or Boo?
No. Just Unity script and C#. Now you have a custom script, but it does nothing, but you can change it quickly. You can open the script.
Why can't I see it here with the rest of the scripts?
Because it was added to the root of the assets folder. Yes. In general, we usually create a folder structure that corresponds to the types of the object or the modules. So we will change that later.
Okay.
The new script, you see, it inherits from mono behavior, and that means that it can be a component and can be attached to any game object on your scene. You see the method start that's executed on start. We have the method game object lifecycle, the mono behavior lifecycle, which describes which method are executed in which order. You have to know that the start method would be executed on scene start, and the update method would be executed on each frame rendered. So you have to input type some code in update method right now to get some movement for the capsule.
Okay. So, how do I move?
We should read some user controls, for example. That would be
Sure.
easy enough.
How do we do that?
Or we can apply some constant force to the capsule.
Let's read the user controls.
Let's read the user controls. Then we should assign to some horizontal axis. Let's write var horizontal.
How do I do that?
Just type in the code.
So what should I type?
Var
horizontal.
Yes, some horizontal.
Yeah.
Equals input.
Like this.
Yes, get axis. Get axis like axis.
Axis.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the string horizontal. That's the name of the axis. From the capital letter, I think, but that's. I'm not sure if it's case sensitive.
Okay.
Okay. Then we can do the same for the vertical axis. We'll get the user controls.
Okay, var v for
Vertical.
Okay.
Exactly. Now we would like to apply force to this capsule. We type this dot rigid body. Rigid body means that physical body of the capsule that you assigned to it. Dot add force.
Why do I want to add force?
To make it move.
Okay.
And now you should let's make it move forward, for example.
Sure.
Vector 3 dot forward.
Vector
3 dot forward. We should multiply it by for example, vertical axis.
Like this?
Yes, and by some force.
I don't know, like this.
Like this. And let's try.
But I don't know, how much force is 100? Is that the most? Is it 1,000 or is it 3? What's a good force?
I think we should try, because it depends on the weight of the body. But 100 looks like it would do something to this
Okay, now what?
Now you go back to the editor. You see the script is changed, and you can press play button and press the key.
Whoa!
So 100 was
That might be a problem.
was big. So now you want to have the ability to fine-tune that force. We would like to make a public field here in mono behavior. You know that publics would be visible in the editor.
Okay, so just a public property or a field?
Public field would be fine.
Int what?
Force.
Forward force. How's that?
Okay, that's fine.
Equals 0?
Okay. That's the default value,
Yeah.
and you should reuse it in the add force method call. Not the whole thing, but forward is needed.
Forward force like this, and in every
No,
update.
no.
What?
You've removed the vector, so
Yeah, I'm gonna paste it like this, like forward force equals this. How's that?
But you have already introduced this field upwards, and now forward force is a vector. Wouldn't you get a conflict?
I don't understand.
Here you have introduced the forward force.
Yeah, but I didn't reintroduce it. It's not var. It's just setting a value, no?
But now it's a vector.
So what do you mean that it's a vector?
Vector means it has three
I thought
components.
it was just an int.
Not really. When you multiply vector by int, you get vector.
You just blew my mind.
So I want you to keep this variable, but to leave this clause as it was before refactoring.
Okay. Error number 1.
We would like to substitute that value 100 by that forward force.
Oh, okay. Smart.
Now you can play with the value in the editor. If you open the editor, you can choose the capsule. No, you can choose the capsule and see that you have now forward force field in your script that's exposed, and you can say Okay, it's 10. Then you can run the editor.
Nice.
The capsule falls. We can prevent it from falling, actually, Roy.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to do this?
I would. I would like my capsule to stop falling.
Okay, then...
That's one of the first thing I would expect the capsule is to at least stay.
But you have applied the force to the middle of the capsule. That's why it fell.
Mm-hmm.
You can stop the game.
I could.
Yes, you can stop the game. And say that constraints of the rigid body. You see?
Mm-hmm.
We don't want the capsule to rotate anyway. We just freeze the rotation of the capsule on X, on Y, on Z. Now if you press play, whenever you do with the force, the capsule stays.
Whoa. Pushing back and forth.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're talking.
Yes, now you control
Already
the capsule.
better than Angry Birds.
It is, because it's yours, actually.
It's my Angry Bird. Okay.
Now we can introduce the movement on the other axis.
Yeah, let's do that then. Okay, let me see if I can figure it out. No, we do want the forward shifts anyway, but let's do this. Rigid body, add force, vector 3. What else do we have?
We have left.
Times h times forward force. How's that?
So that
We
should
can
work.
try that.
Yes.
I can prove that. There was no region, sorry about that. Okay, left and right, up, down, up and right. Whoa, shit. Oops, sorry about that. Let's try it again. Already this game is pretty difficult. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so I can see myself playing that for a bit. Cool. Already pretty interesting, I have to say. Not what I planned. Go away. Yeah, okay. Now what? Let's do... How about an explosion? Let's make it explode.
Let's make it explode, but for explosion probably we have to download some animation.
Let's see if there's something free.
No, nothing is included, except maybe of the
Like
particle
in the
system.
asset something.
Yeah, for example, explosion it means that you will get some particles. We have particle systems included in Unity from scratch, but you want some particle system set up with certain sprites or effects. That's how you would like to download something.
Yeah, so let's try to download something.
Let's go to Window,
Yep.
the Asset Store.
Asset store.
And here you can get either free or paid assets. You can buy something or you can download something for free and use it in your game. I'm afraid that you have to log in and not to register right now. I can use my credentials
You could.
just for this time. Yes.
But can I save them? Just kidding. No. Well, how do you log in? Where? Like this.
Log in. I hope it doesn't show the password.
Keep me logged in. Yeah.
Okay. I really keep myself locked in.
Okay.
Okay, you're now Dima.
Okay, what should I
This
do?
for Unity, you should look for explosion. Explosion.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's $20. Oh, this is free.
Yes.
So download.
Yep. We have some descriptions, some shader. Let's try it. I haven't tried it actually, so maybe if I'm looking for a good asset, I would like to see some asset with the example scene, example how to use this. Maybe we can try one more explosion just to have some choice.
Sure. Explosion, where art thou? Why aren't you working? Hold on, I'll disable this for a second. Okay. That work? It's not working.
It should be, because we are in the office of Unity Technologies.
We are in the office where everything is. It is here. Let's try it. Close the window. Maybe we
Asset
found
store.
a little bug.
I hope not.
Let's see. Asset store. Maybe our internet connection is broken. Maybe my Wi-Fi is not working. Said maybe. Unity guest.
Okay, we can.
Okay, we have the pyroclastic lab.
Yes,
Let's try that.
we have one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And can you open the folder? Actually, what you see in assets is what you have on the hard drive of your machine. The folder, little bit. Yes. We have some material, and we can create. I don't know if it would be looking good at sphere. We just don't have an example. Maybe we can open README file to see what the author wrote us.
Map. What's a mip map?
Usage, automatic, drag
The puff prefab.
pyroclastic
Pyroclastic, yeah.
Yes.
Scaling it will change the size of the explosion sphere object.
I think this is the prefab. Yes. Can you drag it on scene?
How did you know it's a prefab?
It's written here. It's a prefab.
Okay.
And usually prefabs have some
So just drag
sort
it.
of the preview.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay. So now what?
Okay. Let's press play and see what happens. Okay. So it's a beautiful explosion. Now to make it explode, we would like to make a
Wait,
small.
how do I move around? Oh, like this. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
So it's like a cinema. Making games is like making movies. We have to hide this explosion. Hide this explosion prefab or remove it from scene. And what we will do, we will when you press some button, for
Let's
example,
say
fire
space.
button. Okay. We will remove the capsule and we will instantiate this explosion.
Okay.
Exactly where the capsule was. So right now we have to remove this prefab
How
from
do I
the scene.
remove? Just delete?
Just delete. You have to select it from the hierarchy. It's I like more to select everything from the hierarchy and delete it. Okay, now we are going to open the script that you've created. The script, the controller. We're going to expose the new field, public game object. Game object, explosion prefab.
How's that?
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And now we are going to read the control from keyboard. Let's make it.
How do we do that?
We're going to introduce new Boolean variable.
In
for
the
example.
update?
Yes, we are doing this in the update.
Yeah. Okay.
and let's say that it's called input dot get
Key
I
down.
think that it's button. You can get the key, but we have a predefined buttons that will work on any controller. You get button, and this button is called fire1.
Space is fire one.
Not space, it would be control.
I want space.
If you want space, we can redefine it in the settings.
Ah, okay. So we just decided there's gonna be something called fire one. Okay.
Yes, it could be redefined in settings for
Okay.
this game.
Whoa.
And we
What
have
am I doing
to
here?
either put
Go away. Yes.
either check it, so put if, or assign it to some variable to use it later.
Bull is fired equals this. Okay.
Yes, and then if it is fired,
If is fired.
then we'll have to instantiate an explosion. We have a method called
Yeah.
instantiate.
Instantiate.
No, it's a method. We already have it, and we instantiate the. We will use the mesh overridden method.
Explosion thing. What?
Explosion thingy, yes. What instantiate, comma. Can you show the other overrides of this method? It's like pressing the position. So we will instantiate this in not in vector 3, but this transform dot position. That's the position of the current game object.
Okay.
And then we should provide quaternion.
Quaternion.
The rotation.
What?
We'll instantiate it with the same rotation as is saved in the prefab.
No. What is a quaternion?
Quaternion, it's from mass. It defines the rotation of the object.
Yeah, but why is it called quaternion? Is that like a known name in physics?
Yes, it's known name in mass.
Quaternion. Okay.
Yes, comma.
That's what I know.
Quaternion dot identity.
What is that?
We'll take the quaternion from the object that we're going to spawn.
That's it?
Yes, that's it. And at this point, we will have the explosion when you press the fire button. But
we also have to hide stuff. We have to hide the sphere.
Then we can say we can disable this capsule, not to spawn explosions anymore. By the way, then we say this.
Hide.
No. We will say game object dot set enabled, set active false. We'll disable the object. Game over.
Disable means it's hiding?
Means not only hiding, but also disabling all the script that are attached to that capsule.
No, I don't want to disable sphere. I want to just hide the sphere.
If you want to hide the sphere, then we should usually we disable the objects, but in this case we want to somehow switch off the renderer. So we can take, I'm not sure if we can disable the renderer by this way. Enabled equals false. I'm not sure if we can do the script, because usually we don't want to hide things and leave the scripts running. We always optimize. So either we put it somewhere on the scene.
But I want to be able to continue to do more explosions.
Then you shouldn't just hide it. You should just keep the object enabled.
Yeah, but let's say it's hidden and still I want to do explosions. That makes sense?
Let's try if it works right now.
Okay, you know what? Let's try. Okay.
Let's get the feedback.
I know. Okay, so let's do that.
No, the control key. We have unassigned reference exception.
We didn't set it. We didn't set the stuff of the thing of that.
And you are doing this in a play mode. This means that nothing will be persisted.
What?
You have to switch the
to
play
mode
off. No, the play mode.
Okay.
Because the settings are not persisted when you do them we have the explosion thingy that was not assigned.
Where is it? Oh,
Here,
there.
here
Okay.
it is, and you can drag and drop this explosion to this field. That's how the game object reference is formed.
Let's
And
see,
now
I'm gonna
when you
press.
press the control,
Oh my god.
it explodes.
Boom. That's awesome.
And if you press the button, then your capsule will show from the explosion, like a superhero in the movie.
Like this. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo. Me here.
And you can do multiple explosions.
What do you mean? Oh, I can see them, but I don't
But
see
I think
them.
that the capsule has already fallen from the surface.
That's not a sense you want to hear. The capsule has fallen from the surface. Okay, cool.
From
That
the
was a
plane.
good first start.
Yeah, you have something playable in, I think, less than half an hour.
And then if I go here, then I go here. Oh! But it was, as it was falling, it was still exploding. Look at this.
You can make the.
Check this out. Oh no, the other way. No, that's not what I meant. I meant like this.
That's awesome.
Yes, I agree. I think we could sell this to my
Okay.
mother. Okay. So thanks, Dima, for the first lesson. I hope we'll have many more.
Thank you, Roy.
And may the force be with you.
Yeah.
Unity!